Thanks to Hollywood movies like American Psycho and There Will Be Blood, some of us often depict psychopaths as serial killers. But not all psychopaths are criminals, although many criminals are psychopaths. In an everyday life, there's a high chance that you may have encountered a psychopath who lives up to society's norms. So, if they're normal, what is a psychopath, you may ask? Well, it's a diagnosis of antisocial personality disorder. Causes can come from genetics or environmental factors. Here's a list of 5 things you might want to know about psychopaths. Number 5. Lacking empathy. Psychopaths are unable to show empathy compared to non-psychopaths. Researchers believe that the amygdala, where fear is processed, and in the orbital frontal cortex, or regions where decision-making happens, there is less activity in psychopaths' brains. In 2015, in a study by the Archives of General Psychiatry, researchers compared 27 psychopaths to 32 non-psychopaths and found that there was in fact less activity in psychopaths' amygdala. This region is known to be involved with empathy, fear, and emotional regulations. The study also found that psychopaths have less activity in the area of the brain that processes empathy. Number 4. Grandiose self-worth. Most people think that psychopaths have high self-worth, but is that actually the case? In 2012, a study published on PubMed concluded that psychopaths are known for having an extremely high self-worth. However, they use this as a defense mechanism. In this study, a group of 30 people between the ages of 22 and 36 were detected under an instrument that measures and detects psychopathy, called PCLR. The results showed that the participants had unrealistic goals and self-worth. Psychopaths consider themselves to be highly effective. However, in reality, researchers noted that to be a defense mechanism, which helps with the maintenance of high self-esteem. Psychopaths choose a coping style that helps them with an emotional avoidance. Number 3. Short-term versus long-term rewards. Psychopaths value short-term rewards over long-term. In 2017, a study by Harvard University with MRI scanners showed that psychopaths' brains are wired in a way that leads them to overvalue their short-term rewards and fail to take responsibilities for future consequences. In this study, they scanned brains of 49 subjects, asking them to choose between 2 options: receiving smaller amounts of money immediately or larger amounts at a later time. The results showed that people who scored high on psychopathy exhibited greater activity in the region called striatum. This region is responsible for evaluating immediate rewards choices. Number 2. Pathological liars. Most people think that psychopaths are pathological liars even if there are negative consequences. In 2013, a study by the University of Amsterdam conducted a test on 52 violent male offenders between the ages of 23 and 67. In this study, if the offenders chose to lie, they would face negative consequences. The results showed that only 22% of the offenders chose to lie. But highly manipulative offenders chose to lie 3 times as often as the low manipulative offenders, despite knowing there would be negative consequences. Highly manipulative offenders may be more prone to lying, as they consider themselves to have superior lying skills. Number 1. Intelligence. It's been debated among psychologists over the years whether intelligence is one of the characteristics all psychopaths share. In 2017, a study examined 9,000 participants, including those who are in prison, as well as people who have successful careers. Participants were asked to complete questionnaires that were randomized for each person. Results exhibited no significant correlation between psychopathy and intelligence. In fact, those scoring high on psychopathy had lower intelligence scores. So, did you learn something new about psychopathy? Let me know in the comments section below. Please subscribe and hit that notification button. See you soon.